first quarter moon, we have the sun and moon at a square, so it's at a 90-degree angle. And we see what looks like half of the moon at a time. So that first quarter moon is approximately 7 days after the new moon. So at this point with squares, we often see challenges arise. But also at the first quarter moon, our energy levels, they're beginning to rise. So you can start taking actions on the goals that you set. Whether it's from scheduling things in your diary, meetings, ways to research, depending on what goals you set for yourself, really. And also, what else? Okay, so the archetype for the first quarter moon is the maiden. So she's young and she's intuitive. Sorry, a bit tongue-tied there. She's intuitive and she symbolises the wonder and the consciousness. She's optimistic, uninhibited, and we think of air here and the season of spring. So we've had winter with the new moon, and now we're going into spring with the first quarter moon and the element of air. So the air signs are Gemini. So Gemini is symbolised by those two twins. There's the duality between our thoughts and how we communicate those in the world. So an evolved and really high road Gemini would be connecting thoughts and feelings given to her from the heavens, from spirituality, and really grounding those down in how she communicates. So that's our Gemini, and her main phrase is I think. She's ruled by Mercury. I say she. Actually, Gemini is a yang sign, so I probably should be saying he. So between all of the signs, we tend to go yang, yin, yang, yin, yang, yin. Meaning we've got the active sign, then we've got the receptive, intuitive sign following it afterwards, all the way around the wheel of the zodiac. I'll get into a little bit more of that as we go on. But first, the next air sign we have Libra. So Libra says, I balance. And Libra's ruled by Venus. Venus is that planet of love and abundance. And I like to think of Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi, that goddess of love and abundance. So Libra wanting to harmonise, so speaking about relationships with the self and with others, and really finding balance, but also wanting justice for the things that aren't necessarily as balanced as they'd like. So that's a bit of Libra for you, with that balance and harmony. And then we have Aquarius. So modern astrologers would say that Aquarius is the sign that we relate to astrology, whereas more older astrologers, or the older consciousness, shall we say, of astrology would say Saturn. Because an interesting fact here is that a lot of the time when we were thinking of the planets of the solar system, Saturn was the end of what a lot of people saw. So they saw the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and as far as they could see, we could only see as far out as Saturn. And then it was discovered that past Saturn there was also Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. Although technically these days Pluto is seen as a planetoid rather than a planet. As far as astrology is concerned, we still see it all as planets, from the sun, the moon, all the way out to Pluto. That's just a little tidbit for you. Okay, so back on task. Okay, in case you're interested, I have a Gemini sun, a Capricorn moon, and I'm also Gemini rising. So I'm a big thinker and I'm very mercurial. I like to turn on the observer, but most of the time the monkey mind is flowing and I'm speaking 10 to a dozen, trying to put so many things across. But my Capricorn moon likes to keep me grounded, give me a schedule and let me detach sometimes from the emotional side of things when things are tough. I then get all more practical again, try and ground myself with meditation. So that's a little bit about my makeup. And so we think also with the third quarter moon of the heart chakra. So the heart chakra and air, they go together quite well. So the heart chakra talks a lot about our love for ourselves and for others that we show in the world, and really about compassion. And what I love about astrology is that astrology helps to see ourselves and everybody around us through that lens of compassion, celebrating the individuality and the diversity that we all have. So that's why I love it so much. And I really do feel that the chakras, as well as astrology, work so well together. I guess you could say they're all divination tools to help us remain present, particularly with the lunar cycle. I think that's completely beautiful. So onward and upwards. So we've covered a lot about the first quarter moon, and we've also mentioned a goddess. We can also look to Sarasvati. Sarasvati is a goddess as well, and she looks at language and communication. So that actually ties in perfectly with Gemini, one of those earth signs. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Namaste.